You can see it right over here. Yeah, let me see if I show it here. Okay, there we go. That's right. We're picking up the Scorponok. It just came in. It came in kind of late though, because you know most of the guys have already picked it up earlier on. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe because of the pandemic, that's why it came so late here in Hong Kong. But overall, you know, hey, I am so happy to pick this up finally, because I definitely need to, you know, pair it up with the other Titans that we got back at home. Okay, hey, what's up guys? So right now I'm about to head into a shop called Action Robo. Basically, a big shout out to Aaron, guys. Aaron is a good friend of mine I just met through this channel and through Facebook. So thank you, Aaron, for giving me the tip. But basically, I am now here in Yamate, and I'm about to go in this building right behind me called the Bonds Building. Inside is a really big transformer shop, okay, called Action Robo, and you guys will see what's inside soon. See you soon. So basically, I'll leave the link in the description below to tell you guys where the location of this place is the next time you're in Hong Kong. But just to let you know, the right place, you have to look for this label called Action Robo. And if you see that label, that's inside the hallway of this building, then you know you got the right place. It's actually on the first floor. You can either take the elevator or take the stairs. I'm lazy, I know. I'm gonna take the elevator. So I'm going right in now, guys. Here we go. All right, first floor. That was the first floor. All right, and we're gonna come inside. So, oh my Lord, check it out. The first thing you can see lined up, nothing but boxes. It's just like boxes, guys. And you guys probably know what's inside these boxes, right? Well, that's exactly what we're gonna go ahead and pick up today. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk inside. By the way, guys, when you do come here, just make sure you guys look at the top. It's called Action Robo on the side. Next to it's another shop called the Panda Store, and they deal with a bunch of other figurines that are, I guess, non-Transformers related. But you know, they're side and side, so you guys have the place. So coming inside now, and yeah, just take a look right behind me. This is the shop right behind me, Action Robo. Basically, they have a huge display. It's all blocked up by boxes, but when it's not, you know, sorting out their stuff, they actually have a huge display of, you know, Transformers, anything from legitimate branded name to, you know, just like virtually anything. I mean, any Transformers, whether it's third party or it's, you know, Hasbro, whatever, you know, they carry it here, man. And they do pre-orders ahead of time. Everybody here in Hong Kong loves to come over to this place, and they pre-order ahead of time. They can get their orders, you know, on demand. They got a Facebook page, so I'll link it on the description below, so you guys will see later, you know, what it's all about. But guys, like I said, you know, once you come inside, you guys can see the awesomeness of the collection they got here. I mean, they got a huge, awesome display. I mean, you can see pretty much everything that you guys want to have, maybe already have, but pretty much I know most of us want to have. And, you know, here in Hong Kong, you know, the space is quite limited. So the thing is, you know, they have to be very particular about what they're buying, because the most important part is space. So it's not like back in the home in the States where, you know, we guys got big trophy rooms, you know, we got our man cave, all that sort of stuff. You know, they don't got that here, man. You definitely need to basically really be very careful on what you buy, because it's going to take up space in your home. Although we get better deals around here, again, it's just a shame that we can't actually have a lot of space to display them. You can see there's even the prototype before for one of the third-party Megatrons. Even they have the, you know, they have the, you know, I guess one of the prototypes that you just saw right there on the side. So that's going to do it for this wrap up in this shop right here. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and get my Scorponok, and then I'm going to bring it back, and you guys are going to see, okay, you know, the whole shadeal. I'm going to go give you guys a really good comparison to one of the other Scorponok, you know, third parties that I got. So I'm going to go ahead and get it now. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye. See you. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, see you next time. All right, so I'm going to get out of here, guys, and I'm going to go get this back at home. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and check out the comparison. I have been waiting so long for this, and you know, everyone else, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already, you know, gotten it ahead of time. I heard already in the States you guys got it in the Target shops, and a lot of other places your deliveries have been arrived. So without further ado, most of you who have already gotten this figure probably know what's inside, but those of you by chance who haven't gotten it yet, here's a way for you guys to decide whether or not you still want to get it. And I'm going to go ahead and begin with the unboxing. Slide it out. All right, put that over there on the side. And here we go. Here we go. Oop. Okay, come on. Come on, big boy. Come on. Let's see how that gets out. Come on. You're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. I can't actually see what's in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty awesome. All right, so here we go. Open up. There we are. I'll put the box to the side for the time being. And, oh my goodness, I'm going to go ahead and pull it back because it looks like from the camera view, we can't really see it. Hey, what happened to his head? Oh, don't worry, everyone. I'm sure it's hiding somewhere. It's probably in some part of this side. So you can see from here, the first thing what happens is when you take Scorponok out, he's headless. I love how they just really do a good job of using these twisty ties to make sure that your Scorponok is fastened and complete so that he doesn't roll around and scratch himself. We don't want that, guys. No, 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 no. And then, of course, what else do we come with besides that head? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. We got his blast parts, okay? We're going to go ahead and quickly, I'm going to go ahead and snip all these little plastic ties down, and then we're going to go ahead and set them up for a further review, guys. All right, guys, so if you want to obtain this sort of pose that you have on the box art, it does take a little bit of patience and balance, but you guys can achieve it. Of course, it's not exactly 100% accurate, you can see from what the picture shows on the front cover, however, but it's close enough. And of course, I don't actually have the Optimus Prime with me right now, so instead I had to use the next best substitute. So sorry, Megatron, it looks like you're gonna have to be the model pose for today, buddy. Model pose for today. So as you can see, just the detailing, okay, they've done with Scorponok is outstanding. I do love its mold, although, okay, there are a couple things. For example, the claws could have actually spread 3 ways. They could have been on a ball joint, okay, but as far as everything else, it really is, it does live up to the design that everyone's been talking about. I mean, the thickness of it, the chunkiness of it, the bulk in general, okay, it's just really, really good. The price that you're paying, you guys, it's really as good as you're going to get coming from Hasbro so far. Obviously, I think, in the near future or even later, there's talks of another third party, which will probably come out with their version of this type of Scorponok, the Titan version, just like they did with the Fortress Maximus. But for the time being, having this, okay, is a must-have for those who are a big fan of the Titans versions, right? Of you guys like big, giant robot mech cities that can transform in 3 ways, then this is definitely for you. I can almost say that I am so glad, okay, finally, that we have got this here in Hong Kong, because I was really tempted. I was really actually thinking about, should I go ahead and order online? And sure enough, okay, things came around. With enough due diligence and patience, it will be achieved. All right, guys, so now here he is compared with his rival Fortress Maximus. Both 2 Titans, both awesome, both in, well, just side-by-side comparison right there. Now, obviously, there are some people who probably think that maybe Scorponok should be a bit taller because, as you can see, that, Fort Max, he does tower over, he is just a tad bit taller than Scorponok. But however, in my opinion, I think, the scaling size is still okay. Obviously, everybody can go and have their own opinion about it. But for myself, I just definitely think, they pair up really, really, really well. Okay, now to give us a bit more idea about how flexible he is, basically you can take a look. His arms basically can rotate fully with a ratchet, okay? His arms here from the elbow joint can bend. It would be nice though if he did have a ball joint for the claws. However, that's okay. I mean, overall in anything, it does the job. You get that nice, menacing claw look. And then of course you have the 2 giant cannons on shoulder size. Both sides have the shoulder cannons, and of course the cannons can be removed. You can actually place the cannons over here on the side of the arm if you like, or you can actually attach. You can use them as, extra additional beam weapons, so that's actually quite cool. And then of course, you've got the head. So the head right here just comes off just like this. You can see I love his little antenna, his visor, everything's just so cool about him. And this is actually almost like you could say a triple Headmaster, because it's one head over another head. As you guys remember from the Generation 1 cartoon, he is actually Zarak.
And your Autobot friends, they're within my city banks. And when you die, they all die.
That's right, Zarek is the one who actually created Scorponok in that first season. So we're going to go ahead and transform him first, and basically to do this, quite simple. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and pull up his visor like this, and you can see, what do we see under the visor? We see, wow, green, almost like green type neon blinds. That's actually quite cool. Okay, and then the next part, we're going to go ahead and flip up. You can take a look, the chest part. The legs will basically unfold. Let me go ahead and get a better angle right there. The legs will go ahead and unfold. All right, and then we're going to go ahead, move up the little side antenna, pull out his arms. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and pull out his arms, and then pull down his chest piece. Okay, also from the back, go ahead and lift up his. Put back his visor so that he's put back in place, and then you can go ahead and pull out his arms. Okay, and then you can also pull out his hands, and there he is, all nice and done. Fantastic. I think that's a very good representation of a proper headmaster. Obviously, you can go a step further and pull off this head, okay? And then you got this headpiece. And then there's, obviously, that's the miniature version. Okay, finally. All right, and finally, here you are. That is the miniature version of Zarek. Okay, now guys, this is the comparison I wanted to do. Now, if you guys don't know who the person on the right is, well, that is actually also a previous version of Scorponok from a third party called Make Toys. That's right, they call it Pandanus, and basically that was to go and scale with actually Metroplex, which they also made, which they called Utopia, and that was supposed to be coming from the video game series that was War on Cybertron. So obviously you can see in comparison, the Scorponok or Pandanus, he's just, he's shorter for sure than, Scorponok, the Hasbro version. However, if you're talking about, massive details and you're talking about gimmicks, Pandanus definitely wins hands down. I mean, for instance, you can take a look already. I mean, it's just the thickness of this guy is just incredible. And for him, his claws, are on a ball joint so that basically each individual claw does actually move. So, I mean, those joints over here are also quite tight, but you can take a look. He's got several different functions that he can use for his claws, quite different from what the Hasbro Scorponok has. Not to mention, he comes with the Decepticon symbol. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, if I can tip it over, right above his stinger tail. So, obviously, it's a very, very, very interesting, unique design, And then, of course, you can see his head. Wow. It's almost like you've got a huge, buffed up, probably loaded on steroids, Decepticon, right there, which is going to be the Pandas against, just the normal version. You could say you're 6 foot tall bodybuilder, you could say, and there's Scorponok. So there's a bit difference. One is definitely short and just, a tank. The other one's, he's more well-rounded out, taller, not as detailed, but then, of course, like I said, it is, what it is. All right, guys, now it's time for us to do a transformation for him. So I gotta admit, this has got to be one of the simplest transformations I have seen for a figure this size, for a Titan figure. And the first thing I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and take off these cannons right here. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and raise his arms. So we're going to raise his arms. Raise your arms if you just don't care, right? Sorry about the pun. And then you're going to go ahead and turn his head around, just like this. You don't actually, some people, they want to go ahead and take the head off, but I don't think it's necessary. You can go ahead and just leave it on. It's really not going to harm anything. Then we're going to go ahead and swivel. Swivel his whole body like this, all right? You're going to have to remove this tail piece, like this. Go ahead and remove that tail piece. Also, the toes on the bottom, fold them in. And then the next thing you're going to do is go ahead and unhinge, untab the back of the tail, let it slide down, just like that, and then, of course, you got his legs, all right? So, and then, of course, the next part, we'll go ahead and pull the legs out, just like this, all right, just like that, and then the next part, we're going to go ahead and lay him on his stomach. So now, we're going to go ahead and lay him on his stomach like this, and then basically lift the leg up, and then you're going to go ahead and fold the feet inside like so. There we go. All right. And then just tab them back in just like that from the side, And then you're going to do the same thing with the other side. Going to do the same thing with the other side. Open the slot on the back, fold the toe inside. There we go. Push it down. Nice, We're going to go ahead and lay this over here on the side. And then you're going to fold the legs back like so. All right. So then just go ahead and sit right in the side. All right, tab right in, okay? And then on this tail part, you're going to pull this up, okay? And then you're going to pull up again, and then you're going to have the little stinger right here, which you're going to pull up one more time. There you go. And then, of course, there's some tabs right here on the bottom, so you need to tab them into the legs so they lock in place. So let's go ahead and tab those in first. Let's go ahead and tab it in. Here we go. All right. Almost got inside. There we go. And one more side. There it is. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, I gotta admit, this has got to be one of the simplest transformations I think I have done, period. And of course, you can take the guns, okay? The guns can be reattached to the shoulder, or if you like, you can put them on the top right here, which I think we'll do right here. It just depends on what you want as far as aesthetics goes. And that is pretty much it. Oh, his head came off. I can go slide that back inside. Maybe that's the reason why they wanted to remove the head first. But yeah, let me go ahead and pull that inside. Tab. Okay, there we go. There we go. And there it is. Okay, fantastic. And yeah, he's ready to go. He's on wheels already. Legs are all spin up, just like right there. But he's definitely, you know, here he is, right in scorpion mode. That's just amazing. Now the other part, you can actually put on the bottom if you wish, or you can just leave it out. It's not a big deal. I think I'll go ahead and leave it out. But you can see, there he is, completed. He is just definitely, wow, he's just amazing. Now, here's a side-by-side comparison of both Scorponoks that I have transformed into Scorpion mode. As you can see, okay, you've got Scorponok, okay, the Siege version that we have, okay, right over here to the left. And of course, we've got the Pandanus, okay, the Pandanus Make Toys version right there. And you guys can take a look at a comparison about the width and the size. Obviously, okay, the Scorponok, the Pandanus version from Make Toys wins hands down as far as detailing and as far as gimmicks and armaments. But I think for the sheer representation and the size, the Scorponok from, you know, the Hasbro version definitely, you know, it doesn't give up. It's definitely, you know, it's exactly how we can picture the G1 cartoon to be looking like, because obviously back then, when we watch a cartoon, they didn't actually have that kind of animation techniques that we have today. It's to give so much like, wow, CGI detailing. But if you guys just want to have a comparison, you can see in Scorpion mode, the Pandanus, right, the Make Toys, does actually outbulk and, of course, outweapon, okay? He outweaponizes, okay, the Siege version of Scorponok that just recently came out. Well, actually, you guys, you can't even compare. I mean, Jesus, just check out this stinger, okay, compared to that stinger. Now, obviously, we know who's going to win hands down in that kind of battle. Representation of what would happen if two scorpions would be fighting over their prey. Now, I wonder, I guess, who would be actually winning to get that prey, guys? Would it be this scorpion over here, or would it be that scorpion over there? It's kind of hard to say, but if they actually had to battle out, I think that's going to be a tough one, guys. What do you guys think?
That's just prime.
I feel sorry for the guy who's the prey. Wait, is that Pikachu? Pikachu, what are you doing on the back of Scorponok? Wait a second. Are you trying to take over? No, don't tell me. Oh my goodness, this is going to be the epic fight between Ash and Pikachu. Is that right? Ash going with the Siege and Pikachu going with Pandanus. I wonder who's going to win this. Ready or not, here they go! Guys, so thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys liked the review and a very short but simple comparison. I didn't want to make this a very long video, guys, because, you know, hey, we already know there's a bunch of other guys doing the same review over and over again. You guys don't want to see the same thing. I know you don't want to see the same thing, but you want to see something different, and I want to try to bring you guys something different. Also, one more thing is, I only paid, okay, 1,030 Hong Kong dollars for this particular figure from the Action Robo that you saw earlier. That it's about 133 US dollars. So it's not really, we don't get a huge discount for, you know, branded items like Hasbro and stuff here in Hong Kong. However, when it comes to third party, obviously, okay, there's a huge difference because obviously the manufacturers are just kind of like, you know, right next door, and then everyone here, you know, is able to get the better deals. But, you know, in any case, guys, let me know again what you guys think. Okay, do you have Scorponok? Do you like him? Do you want him? Anything you guys want to know about in Hong Kong in general about Transformers, or, you know, Gundam collecting, if you guys are into that, or other types of figurines, you guys can leave a message below. I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys want to see? Okay, definitely, since I'm here, I'm always all ears for all sorts of toy hoarding, collection, whatever, guys. So again, guys, please click that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys on the next video.